the only Republican in the city's congressional delegation, slammed President Trump's tax plan, saying the elimination of a key tax deduction would wallop New Yorkers. Staten Island Rep. Dan Donovan said on the John Katz-Matidis AM 970 radio show that he couldn't support a tax bill that ends the deductibility of state and local taxes. The elimination of this deduction would make it so people in New York couldn't buy homes anymore, couldn't pay their mortgages, couldn't pay their children's tuition, he said. The provision that could be on the chopping block allows people who itemize their returns to deduct what they pay in state and city income taxes and property taxes from their federal taxes. There's some people in Washington that believe this is a subsidy to New York, that just because we're a high-tax state, the federal government should subsidize us. Well, that's not true, Donovan said. Pull Getty Images. New York is a donor state. For every dollar New York sends down to Washington, we only get 79 cents back in federal resources, he said. No one's subsidizing us. This is an essential deduction for the men and women of New York, hard-working, tax-paying people who don't mind paying their share. They just don't want to pay more than their share. Donovan said he would like to get behind the Republican tax cut bill, minus the controversial provision. I am a proponent of tax reform. Our families are overburdened with taxes, he said. We need reform, but I can't have tax reform happen for the rest of the country on the backs of my neighbors. The $1.5 billion tax cut plan features a steep reduction in the corporate tax rate, and most economists say it will grow the federal deficit. But Republican lawmakers say the plan could spur enough economic growth that it won't increase the deficit. Maine Sen. Susan Collins, a moderate Republican and key swing vote on many pieces of legislation, said Sunday it was entirely realistic that economic growth could cancel out the loss of revenue. So far I'm encouraged, she said Sunday on CBS's Face the Nation.